G'day, I'm Steve Irwin and welcome to Animal Planet's Croc Week. It's been a great week of croc hunter action and it continues tonight with the world premiere episode of my new series, The Crocodile Hunter Diaries. And this one's called Mary's Farewell. This is one of the saddest moments of my entire life. I lose my oldest and most legendary crocodile, Mary. I reckon anyone who's ever lost their pet or someone close to them will understand the emotion that I experience in this very special tribute to the matriarch of Australia's zoo. Croc Week continues tonight and tomorrow night only here on Animal Planet. In this episode of Croc Diaries, danger for everyone in an operation on a deadly snake. Raiding the eggs from our toughest crocodile's nest. And how to give an injection to Australia's biggest venomous snake. Join me at my home for the fun, the danger and the real life drama behind the scenes at Australia's Zoo. Croc nesting season, which means we've got to do some egg raids. And the first nest we got to get is Molly. Can you believe it? She actually got her nest above the floodwaters and successfully laid her eggs. Now Molly's a handful. She's a Burdekin croc. She hits hard, but her bloke is a killer. Murray will not tolerate anything in his territory. Whew, here we go. Brian's been watching them and he's concerned about whether we can distract them from the nest raid.
I've got it right here, Steve.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm worried about is
Yeah?
any like big movement around the outer ground. I think she might button onto that.
Yeah? Okay. Wes is trying to attract attention away from me.
Yeah, beauty, he's going under. Come on. She can see me.
The best thing about Murray and Molly is the clear water. It means we can see them under the water at all times. It gives us the edge when you can see the crocodile. And the trick is to keep them interested in something else except me. We have to be precise as well as fast. Every egg has to be picked up and placed down the same way that it was laid in the nest. The crocodile embryos attach themselves to the top of the eggs, and if we roll them, the babies will drown inside their own egg. The crocodiles are getting restless. Distraction can only hold them for just so long before they realise something's up with the nest and they attack.
Just checking for any other chambers, Brian. She's only got a low number of eggs. I tell you what, steam a nest. Wezzo, I'm good to go.
Success! All the eggs are out safely and nobody's been hurt.
We're out of here.
And the crocs are happy too. Fast raid, low stress.
Here she comes.
We have to raid the nest and take the eggs. We can't afford for the eggs to hatch out in the enclosure. We'll have baby crocodiles everywhere. And we do it so hard and so fast that the crocodiles don't even know that we've taken their eggs. So they go through the natural process of defending their nest site.
Yeah.
This is that kingy I was telling you about, Richard. The swollen nose there. It's just getting a bit out of control, I think.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Geez, that's really come up quick.
It has, hasn't it? So I think we'll get serious with it and
Definitely.
fix him up. Looks sore, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Well, I'm gonna head off to the vet now,
Mm-hmm.
and probably take an hour or so, and I'll be back. So.
Yep.
With such a big abscess on its nose, there's a good chance that the snake could die without veterinary help. There's nothing easy about treating one of the world's most venomous snakes. And with his nasty reputation for being aggro, there's an incredible danger just getting him out of the bag.
Alright, now what I'll do is I'll twist the corner of the bag here and I'll try and shake it down through and we'll smother the thing. That's the plan. You're right, Chris? Yep. Just come into the middle of the bag. 1, 2, 3.
This is where it could all go terribly wrong.
Tail here. I'll pull it back this way, Chris. Yep. I can do it if you want. So use it safe. Alright, I'm going to actually pull this lid back like this. This is the way I do them at work. Yep. You guys tell me. Yeah. That's coiled here. We might have to.
Let's undo it for a sec.
Yep.
That's as far as I'd like to take it.
Still got a twist in it, that's all. I'm happy at my end. Geez, we're good, guys. Hang on, just a little tail there. Alright. Beautiful.
Okay. Nice tight seal.
I'm pretty happy.
Anaesthetic on the walrus.
He won't be able to push out of there in a minute.
Just get a few big textbooks and whack them on top of there.
Chris wants some extra weight on the box, just in case.
Have you seen this?
I can't really, I can see his nose there.
Oh, right.
It's almost sort of getting in front of his eye there.
Yeah.
Nostril
Just
looks
on that
clear
one
though.
side. It's not symmetrical.
And he hasn't had, you can't hear him having trouble breathing.
No, breathes fine, feeds, does everything like a normal snake.
Chris and Danny take on the dangerous jobs from Australia Zoo that many other veterinarians would never encounter.
Make sure I don't pass out when I live.
The king brown is such a powerful snake that it should be totally unconscious for major surgical treatment. But at this stage, it's still putting up a struggle.
Okay, hang on guys, I'm gonna...
This is going to be tough. We have to work on the head, and that means the anesthetic mask will have to come off so Chris and Danny can operate on the wound. Darren's experience means he can detect by the feel of its muscles when the snake's building up to a strike or a struggle.
You can feel him build up when he's about to go.
The anesthetic's not taking full effect, and we suspect the king brown might be holding his breath.
You right to...
I can take that, yep.
We're forcing a spatula between his teeth to give him something to bite on and to hold his mouth open so he takes enough anesthetic to knock him out completely. The challenge now is to make sure we keep him alive while the vets operate. As soon as he's totally under, we have to make sure he keeps breathing by pushing a ventilator tube down his throat so we can hand pump oxygen straight into his lungs.
I'll have that, we have to get that out. I just hate this venom stuff.
Yeah. Let's get him out again to see if we can open his mouth and get this tube through. Okay. Beautiful.
Even though the snake's unconscious, his venom-pumping reflex has been activated by the spatula, and some of that deadly venom is leaking out onto Darren's hands.
Okay, we need to have a higher flow rate.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm on 5.
I'm just angling this way, can I? So the venom will drip down, not down my arm.
The important thing is when you move the head, the tube's got to move with it, otherwise it'll come out. Just leave it, enough in the bag the whole time. You have to breathe for him. I think he's probably deep enough that we'll grab the kit and we'll have a look.
Am I going to be able to? Are you going to be able to work safely with my fingers here?
The scalpel is working less than an inch from Darren's venom-soaked fingers as Danny cuts into the wound and cleans out the abscess.
I need the light brought right down here as close as you can and far down and aiming this way down, aiming in there at that angle. Yeah, that's just opened it up really well. That's good. Okay, Curate's open.
His tail's moving.
There's movement, but the snake still seems to be safely asleep.
Quite a lot.
Are you getting much tension there?
No, I'm getting nothing, Chris. I'll call it when I feel
The treatment's going really well, but there's concern about Darren's exposure to the venom.
It should be right to do that.
All right. Oh, we've got a lot out, mate. There's some big blobs of muck came out of there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's got to be good news for him, and that's the problem with reptiles' pus. It's so thick and cheesy that it just doesn't want to do anything.
We've got nothing to go to the
Did
blood.
you feel the sort of venom on any? It was your right hand that you're using, isn't it?
Oh, mate, if I was bitten, I'd really feel effects pretty quick. You run out legs. Bitten on the foot. And
It's not just the risk of a bite. If there had been a cut or skin abrasion, Darren could have absorbed some venom.
Still to come in Croc Diaries.
Cut the scales back to try and let all the yuck come out.
Our King Brown's well on the road to recovery, but it hasn't been eating, so it's going to have fluids. The only way to do that is sub-Q, an injection underneath the skin, which is quite amazing because then the body slowly absorbs it.
The snake can't eat through his mouth, but he can still inflict a deadly bite. So Darren's trying to persuade him to crawl up a plastic tube. The tube will keep the head restrained and the rest of the body free while he gets the opportunity to perform a fluid injection.
The trick is to get them to run along the box, and then they go into the tube. Just keep holding it right from the tube outside. They go and bring it back this way.
The longer this takes, the crankier the snake gets, and the King Brown can be extremely aggressive. Look at the size of him. He's got a long strike range and a huge amount of power behind his deadly fangs.
Getting used to it. Once you've chewed them a few times, they get on the nose and they just will not go in there.
The technique is to restrict the snake's movement so much that the easiest way out seems to be up the plastic tube.
Ooh. Dancing with the keys.
So far, the snake isn't being aggressive. He's not trying to bite. He just wants to get away from Darren and hide in the narrow gap he can see below the boxes.
Go back again. Hold that box. Hey. Let him go.
Now that his head and upper body are in the tube, we can handle him safely and give him some life-saving fluids.
See, they've taken a couple of scales back to try and let all the yuck come out, and what will happen is it'll granulate from the inside out, so it should work all the infection out. And if you can see, that swelling around his eyes gone down a lot.
Yeah.
So
What will happen with scars? They'll just regrow.
they will regrow, yeah. Okay. I'll just throw it up on the box, mate. There. Alright, now, with the fluids, what you can sometimes do is you can run it up their backbone and you can get a lot more in instead of bulging out the connective tissue there. So,
Yeah.
the best thing is to try and get the snake straight rather than in a kink.
Yeah.
Try and go, with this big needle, it's very hard to get nice and shallow, so I'm sort of going to go to the side of it. You there?
Yeah.
Just in under the skin, and hopefully I can get it to shoot. See, it's running right up the side?
Yeah.
That's a winner. See it?
Yeah.
It's the best way to get fluids in, mate. It's a lot of fluids for this fella, so... Okay.
Richard and Kelsey are working on an Australia Zoo success story, a captive breeding program for the extremely rare rusty monitor lizard.
404. Beautiful.
I'm glad she laid. After what you said last week, I thought I'd kind of given up hope.
Yeah, I'd given up.
I'd be guessing a clutch of at least 8, probably. Get organised up there if you want to pass them up to me
Yeah.
one by one, and we'll go from there.
These eggs are like gold, a vital step in the survival of an endangered
I
species.
guess 7 grand. 7 grand?
Very little is known about the rusty monitor, and our research is essential.
These eggs are getting bigger. They are, honestly. Okay, well, at least we got another 8 eggs. That's pretty good. She already laid 12 for us earlier this year.
Yep, that's excellent.
Keep a close eye on that other girl too, I guess, because chances are if Cheetah laid twice, that
There's every chance
she
she
probably will too. Well, here we go.
Still to come in Croc Diaries, just watch this amazing burst of speed on dry land.
Now, when the crocodiles are nesting, it is full-on action. With Goldie, one of our crocodiles that's a hard hitter, we've got to be on our toes. But it isn't just the female crocodile we have to worry about. Monty's a great dad. He's so powerful and awesome and such a hard hitter that we've got to watch out even between the fences. And this is where Wes gets into a bit of trouble.
I'll take it down the middle bank.
Okay. How about I jump on top of the rock escarpment and get Monty out on that little ledge of grass on the left-hand side of the bridge.
Keep feeding him, and then I'll approach her nest.
Yeah.
She'll up me, and I'll back her back as far as I can. And keep
Inside?
her inside.
All right, okay, yeah. So
then-
everyone else up the other end. I don't
Yeah.
want anyone down the nest
Yeah,
end,
and then if you can just sneak
I
in.
can.
It's hard to get out of that corner, so.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm really happy.
Did you want a couple of
Glad you're
rats
doing it.
for her?
Yeah, all right. I guess
A couple of Fred's finest.
Good-o. We're good. The first thing that Brian does is show him the white food bucket.
Monty, just everybody stay still there. He's getting too confused. Hey, Monty.
This bucket means feeding time, and when you combine that with people invading their territory, we manage to distract all their attention away from the nest site.
Okay, you can probably sneak in.
Now just watch this amazing burst of speed on dry land.
Monty.
So far, it's proven to be the perfect plan. We got a free run at the nest while the crocodiles are fully occupied with Brian up high and Wes down at the waterline. That's power. And next time, Wes almost cops the lot.
Right down, mate.
Whoa! That was so close.
Right.
And Wes drops out of sight to confuse the crocodiles even more. The raid's gone so smoothly that I'm out of the enclosure before anyone even realises I've been in there and grabbed the eggs. I'm out. After all that danger and adrenaline, we end up with a disappointing result. There's something wrong with the eggs. I'm pretty sure they're infertile, Brino.
Oh, right.
The nest is cold.
Yeah.
She hasn't got enough dirt mixed in with her
Substrate.
With her substrate. She needed finer stuff as well as the thicker stuff.
Is this her first go?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they're infertile. In fact, I'm positive. And the nest was cold. It wasn't like 30 degrees like Molly's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even the eggs are cold.
Yeah. Geez, that went well.
Oh, yeah.
How's your
I believe
back?
how well that went.
I landed right on that concrete.
What happened here? All I saw was this big lizard in the corner.
Yeah,
Wasn't that where Wes once was?
He come tearing over and I jumped the fence and he was right up me and I landed right on that corner.
On his back.
Just full tilt.
Is this where he hit?
Yeah, he can't. And I fell over to here and landed on that and I couldn't move because he was just on me. So I just lay in there and he's like at the fence pushing on it.
That there?
Oh, yeah. Little bugger.
You want to give, we're on a bit of a roll. You want
We
to
are.
give Graham and Bindi a hit?
Yeah,
Well,
why
I've
not?
got more food.
Let's do it. Need one more bucket then,
Right here.
Kurt.
Right here.
Graham and Bindi always put up a huge fight.
She can move this croc. She come off the top of that nest, planed across the top of the water and grabbed the bank on this side before we just jumped over this bank.
You know, Wes, he is so primed, I don't even think you'll have to go in there. You'll be able to pull him up into that corner and hold him. He is way on. I'd say she's pretty keen too, but she knows something's missed. Okay, so she's got some bubbles coming up. She's close.
Yeah, he's just about to come up. Once he gets a visual, mate, he'll be fine, I think.
There she is, right against the bank.
Bang the bucket, bang the bucket.
Okay, take her down to see if she can.
No, you're right. No, bang the bucket.
I don't want the food.
What, sweetheart? What, sweetheart? What's that bucket here?
Graham's just coming around. Graham's near the stump there now. He's coming down now. Graham's coming down there now.
What, sweetheart?
Bindy's taken up a defensive position right next to the nest, but Brian's offering of food is too much and she turns away long enough for me to climb the fence and reach the eggs. What happens next is a really close call for our cameraman.
Come on, be fun. Come on. Hey, back off, back off!
Graham ignored the food for a second and tried to eat the camera. Not even food will keep Graham and Bindy away from the nest forever, and eventually they'll check out their eggs no matter what else is going on. And once that happens, we're going to have to abandon the raid and get out of there.
Still right, Steve.
Graham now knows there's other people in his territory as well as Wes. He's starting to lose interest in the food, and Wes has to get too close for comfort to keep him distracted.
Yeah, I got one left. All right, Steve. Still right, Steve. Still right, mate.
Got the eggs, and only just in time. Brian and Wes were having a hard time keeping their interests. This time the eggs look great.
This one's banded.
Nice stuff.
Wow, good work, team. Unbelievable, and you stayed alive, Wes. Tell you what, he's getting big, that lizard.
He is, isn't he? He was on you. He knew what was going on.
He knew what was going on.
He turned on you here, mate, and he was like, even food wasn't even working.
He's like, I'm going to kill that guy near my nest.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to do that to appreciate how even he doesn't want anyone mucking with his baby.
Yeah, and he's just protecting it. It's incredible. Looking after his girl.
Oh, and she's cute.
Yeah.
Good work, good work.
Amanda and Brian hold the eggs up to a light to see if they're fertile.
How many were
Have a look
broken?
at this.
Bands, are they? Yeah, the dark bit.
But see, the rest of the band is much further advanced to that.
What's that, sorry?
Maybe that's arrested development.
different eggs are different. No, yeah, I reckon it's banded.
Yeah?
But some of them are really, really distinct and some of them are just...
Yeah. I don't know, the other ones just seem more advanced. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Still to come in Croc Diaries, a massive effort to check a health problem with aggro. Gus needs help to unwrap from a huge python, and a great loss strikes the heart of Australia's zoo.
Steve to everyone, we're ready to go on this meeting.
Looks like it's a new tape.
Have a seat. Okay, so just so as everyone's updated, we believe that aggro has a problem with his cloaca. And so we are going to try something that we've never tried before, and it involves a heck of a lot of danger. I'm going to try and draw aggro up out of the water and get him up high, so as he's up on all fours, so as you can get a look at his cloaca. So we're going to use 3 different methods to identify if and or where the problem is. Brino's on the binoculars. He's on the binoculars because he knows cloacas better than anyone. Wes is going on the SLR with a 300mm lens so as we can secure some shots of it. Terry's going on video because if we need this backup, if all else fails, we'll have video vision. These 3 people are going to have to be close to the ground to get it. We're talking about an animal that's like this, and you're shooting to get here, which is going to be very, very difficult. Alright, let's do it.
Let's go, Roy.
So you'll just like move,
Yeah, I'll move.
do
I'll
my
keep
best.
out of your way.
He's in a perfect position too, man. I might go over there right now while he's in that good position.
Aggro's a very cranky crocodile, even at the best of times, and a sore cloaca is gonna make him even more aggressive than normal. I'm doing the feeding because Aggro hates me and he'll try and kill me no matter what.
I'm gonna try and take it this way. Coming behind you? No, I reckon from there it'd be good. You're probably better off going from the side.
Aggro's not jumping high enough. He's keeping his belly low to the ground, and we're only getting the tiniest glimpses of what's going on under there.
He's holding it high, mate, eh?
Such a big food source should have him jumping up like a rocket. I can't let him take it because once he's got it in the water, he'll have a full feed and he won't come out for more. One successful lunge from Agro and it's all over.
Walk, mate, walk.
Got a partial view that time, but not quite enough.
Definitely not discoloured.
Bad move. He won't let go, and we got nothing like a decent shot or even a good look at it.
If I can get him to roll, we'll get a good look at it. Come on, mate.
A crocodile death roll would be the perfect result.
How you going there, Brino? Not bad, Steve. You could maybe give it to Whit.
Game over and no result. That enormous meal's gonna keep him occupied for quite a long time.
He showed his front foot too turning around.
How hard is it to get a good look at a big dominant male saltwater crocodile's cloaca? Real hard. Come rain, hail or shine, we're gonna have to persist until we see it. He could have a problem.
Ready? Get down low. Get ready. See if I can get him out. Come on, then. Come on, buddy. Up you come. Come on, then. Come on, buddy. Come on. Up you come. He's a good boy. Come on now.
Instead of food, this time we're going to rely on Agro's natural instinct to defend his territory.
Here it is. Come on now. Come on now.
Heavy rain really excites crocodiles, so we keep going. This weather could be the trigger that helps get him up nice and high.
Come on. Come on. Come on. There's a boy. How we go with that food source? Yep. Okay, we're good. Yeah, mate.
We're using a part of the enclosure where the shorter grass will give us a better view, and we can see an enormous amount of swelling. Crikey, it must be painful.
Come on, then. Come on, then.
Once he's got a good grip on the food source, we've only got a few moments left to get some good shots. He'll be back in the water in a flash, swallow and digest his meal.
Yep, it's swollen. And it does look like in between the scales is a bit red too. But it's definitely distended.
It's soft at the end, but I do think I got a grab of it.
A couple shots of this too. So, had rain on, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I got some good side-on shots, especially when he was up, of what's hanging.
And I can't tell where I am in relation to the fence. I don't know if this is on the fence or if you'll actually see it, but I saw it.
Hey, good work, team. Real good.
Still to come in Croc Diaries, the great loss strikes the heart of Australia's zoo.
Steve has been rescuing crocodiles since he was a boy, but no croc has been more special to him than Mary. She's a giant crocodile, a female being nearly 11 feet in length. Steve had never seen a bigger female croc. She was also very old. Being over 100 years in age, she'd well outlived her average life expectancy of about 80 years. She was the big, beautiful matriarch of Australia Zoo. And as she got older, as all animals do, she began to suffer from her age. And today, Mary's time had come.
This is easily one of the saddest days of my entire life. On one of my routine crocodile checks, I noticed Mary in the same position as she was last night. And she rests here every night, and I see her every morning. But this morning was different. She didn't move. She didn't breathe.
I don't want anyone coming in the Crocodile Environmental Park.
So I made a decision to shut down the Crocodile Environmental Park.
Gotcha.
She was dead. The closest I've ever had to a crocodile friend.
in my life.
All cars, copy all cars. We're just shutting down the environmental park for a while.
I took a bit of a risk because she shared this territory with Agro and Cookie. But I was so sad, I threw caution to the wind without a second thought to help my friend. Her eyes were shut, her mouth was slightly ajar. She died in her sleep. The best way anyone could ever go.
I'm sorry. This is a really special friend of mine. Her name's Mary, and I caught her. She was over 100 years of age. And she is one of the most beautiful animals I've ever seen in my entire life. And I love her like I love my wife. I just love Mary so much. You know, my good friend, my best friend Wes, he was there with me when we caught her. We didn't want to catch her. We didn't want to catch her. But if we didn't, they would have killed her. And thanks, Wes, you know, what we did was a decision we had to make. And we did it, and we caught her. And she has made a difference for crocodile conservation, the finest gift she ever could have given the world, and she's probably saved hundreds of thousands of crocodiles in this world. Come on. Come on, sweetheart.
It's almost like Agro knew what we were doing and gave us the space to do the job.
Hey, Dad. Come here. We're gonna need help. You too. Yeah. Hey, Wes. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. Really sorry. But you know, she made a heck of a difference. I don't think we'll pick her up. Come on, girl. Okay. Can you get that gate, Toby? Reverse. Yep. Yep. Turn around.
It will never cease to amaze me why Agro or Cookie never came anywhere near us. They had every single opportunity to take me and Wes and Terry out. They knew what was going on with Mary, and I think her death is a gift to the world, a demonstration of how animals feel, think, show emotion, and they know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I want to put it somewhere where we can see her, where we can see her every day. So people can see her too.
So she can continue to educate and help crocodiles forever.
You bet.
Yeah, where's that? Environmental park somewhere.
An environmental park somewhere, that'll be a great spot to put her.
What a tough decision. Where am I going to bury her? It's got to be somewhere prominent, close to home. It's got to be somewhere where we can always remember her.
One of the most special memories we have of Mary was when she was a mother, because no crocodile did it better. She would build her nest and deposit some 60 or more eggs, and then guard them ferociously. She was wonderful. We were lucky enough one year to actually film her in the process of laying her eggs.
What you're about to see is a piece of history in the making, historical in so many ways. Mary, well over 100 years of age, matriarch, true modern-day dinosaur, laying her eggs.
Witness this, and Mary of all crocodiles, she's unbelievable.
If you can imagine, she had 60 or 70 eggs every year. That's probably 6, maybe 7,000 potential babies this one crocodile has put back into the ecosystem.
We're going to be the luckiest guys in the zoo.
My favorite memory of Mary happened way back when I first came to Australia. Steve decided to show me all about raiding a female crocodile's nest. Now, of all the crocs he could have picked, he decided to choose the largest, most ferocious, tenacious mother in the entire zoo. Mary would fairly fly off that nest defending it. So Steve would have Mary attack him while I had to sneak in and remove the eggs, careful not to tip any of them. Now, while all this was going on, the male crocodile was buying into it as well. So this had to be one of my most special and scary memories. Watch this.
Scary. 1992. Mary in her prime. Not even a Tyrannosaurus Rex would have tried to get Mary's eggs. Not a hope. So defensive, her maternal instincts so strong, she would defend her nest with her life. And she's one big shield. Big head, big teeth, big power. Now that I've got Mary's attention, whoop, or maybe not. Come on, Mary. Look at young Steve-O back in 1992. Now I think I've got her attention. Come on, Mary.
Man. Come on, dinosaur, mummy. Man.
She's a funny girl, that Mary.
Man.
Listen to her. Oh, gosh, she's a good mum.
Man.
Every year, the greatest battle we ever had was trying to get this mum's eggs.
Come on, Mary, get in your nest.
No, I'm a dinosaur and I'm guarding my eggs. Get away with your silly bucket. Have a look at that for a head. What a wild-looking Sheila.
It's okay, sweetheart. Don't push it, girl. Attack me, there's...
Whoa. Here we go.
Man.
Okay, Terry, get him.
Stay really crouched.
Terry has to carefully place each of the eggs in a bucket so as they don't tip one way or the other, or the embryos will drown in the fluid.
She's got him.
You're a good girl. Out there, go mate, go.
Look at that, a bucket full.
She's a dinosaur, Mum.
Good work, sweetheart.
Mary was buried with the same respect and admiration that she was showed while she was alive, and we all took time to say goodbye to her.
All my life, I was taught to treat my animals and people the way I'd want to be treated. So Wes and I caught Mary out of the bush, so it was Wes and I who dig the hole to bury her in her territory, right next to her favourite nest site. We thought that would be the most fitting place for such a special girl. It doesn't get any harder nor heart-wrenching than this. Still, to this day, I can't believe we were able to dig a hole. 7 people were able to walk in there and put her in there, and Agro did nothing, just watched. And now for a burial ceremony from the heart.
I need to share in this moment for our very special friend Mary, who came to Australia Zoo, and she was already over 100 years of age. She has been the greatest gift to crocodile conservation in this world. And it is with great pride and honour that I share this moment with you and her. Wes and I made a huge decision to bring her in here with her friends and her family. So as every single time we come in to Agro's territory, we can share space with this very important girl. She will continue to educate people about conservation when I'm in that hole over there. And it's a very sad moment because I loved her so much. I just love every single one of you, and I know you love our Mary. And I want to grab a handful of dirt and throw it on because it's the last time you're going to see her like this. Good luck, sweetheart. Thanks very much, and you can be sure of one thing, we're all going to get on, and we're all going this way, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm just really, really sad, and I'm sorry about my tears, but it's just the way it is. We're humans.
We'll all miss Mary, but her legacy lives on. Thousands of baby crocodiles, some of them growing up at Australia Zoo, will continue to educate people about the importance and the plight of the saltwater crocodile.
I am so sincerely sorry for being so sad, but anyone that has had a pet or an animal they've loved for years knows this pain.